Hey guys, what if here? Welcome back to NASCAR 2004 race 436. We're going to Atlanta, and the darkness has finally enveloped me. Already, race 4, and it will continue until I win a race, or well, I guess in this case, lose a race. But the darkness will continue until I lose. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain is too stupid. Anyways, paint scheme: Irwin Tools, Paint Ford. That's actually Irwin Paint Ford, not Irwin Tools. I guess Tools did not become a thing until next year. But yeah. Point situation, we are looking fine and dandy. Bill Elliott's still 5th in points, which is impressive. We have still not gotten the lead in the most laps led category. That may change after this race. I don't know. But this track is a little bit harder than Rockingham. Maybe harder than Vegas. I don't know. Where is that in the ranking of hard tracks in this game? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But let's get into Atlanta. There's really not a whole lot else to get into. Thank you to my two Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members supporting the channel. First, to get early access to videos, as well as channel emotes, I was about to say emotes, but whatever. Emotes for night stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for what you guys do. Let's get into Atlanta and kick some ass. Bill Elliott on pole. Dale Jr. second. Bob Labonte second. Dale Jr. third. Pretty standard looking top three, I guess, except for Bill Elliott. But yeah, default settings as always with the manual transmission. And that's really it, so we'll have Amaran and friends take it away from here.
EA Sports welcomes you to Hampton, Georgia, site of today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Bass Pro Shops MBNA 500. This place has it all. They even have a 9-story office and condominium complex right here at the track. And there is always great racing to go along with the amenities. Isn't that right?
There sure have been some incredible finishes here at Atlanta. In the March race of 2001, Kevin Harvick beat Jeff Gordon to the checkered by mere inches to win his first NASCAR Winston Cup race. Given the circumstances and the emotion of that victory, that is one that people will talk about for decades to come.
Jack Sprague will start this race a little further back than he's used to.
Yeah, he is definitely not used to having to pick through traffic so early in a race. That could make for an exciting race for him, or it could be disastrous. You just never know when you start in the back.
The Cheerios Dodge finds himself in a bit of a slump.
I believe they've got a chance to turn their luck around here. Those guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
How about the consistency shown by Kurt Busch?
You know, I watched him in practice, and that car just looks good. Sometimes you can tell by just watching a car on the track who's going to be fast on race day, even without looking at the speed charts.
Great introduction. I really don't have any problems with that. That was good. Alternate paint scheme for Jeff Burton and Jerry Nadeau. Much appreciated game. But yeah, they're definitely onto something with a car being fast, looking at the speed charts no matter what, because I kind of thought that with Dale Jr. at Pocono in 2014, how he was just going through turn 3. He was going through that corner way better than everyone else. I just kind of could tell. I don't know. But yeah, so Atlanta, kind of nerfed, just like Vegas. I don't know by how much, or if it's any better or worse. I don't know exactly. But I did painstakingly go through every race I won in Thunder 02, Thunder 03, and this game, and kind of concocted I guess the biggest interval gap. So now we have a fun side thing to look forward to going into these races, as the whole field just brake checks and stops, just making it even easier for us to move up through the field. So thank you to them brake checking each other, or stopping, or whatever they did. But yeah, now we're 14th. This season mode, I mean, it really is starting to seem like the Richard Petty record-breaking season might actually be a thing. I didn't quite foresee it to be to this extent. I thought Rockingham and Vegas would have been at least a little bit tough, but not really. I've been very wrong. I'm really starting to wonder if just playing on an emulator is easier than like the PS2 version, just because maybe I guess the controller is just a little more awkward to drive with, possibly. There might be something to it. I don't know. But yeah, we're just, cutting up through the field, car's fast, does everything it needs to. I'm just kind of curious what that interval is going to be, because currently at number 1, it's 20 seconds from Infineon and Thunder 03, which I don't think we're going to be able to break until we get to maybe Texas. But at least it'll be nice to get at least in the top 10. I think 10th is like 6 seconds. So yeah, if we can get somewhere around that range, then Thunder 04 will finally reach one of the top 10s. So I'm looking forward to that. Kenny Wallace falling back like usual. Mark Martin hit the wall, which is unusual. But yeah, this is man, we're just so fast. It's just, what do I say? It's just, this is why we have the darkness background. It may continue for almost just about the majority of the season. Ricky Rudd blocking, nothing new for him to be a punk, but we'll get by him no problem. Bill Elliott still holding his own a little bit, so big props to that. Ryan Newman has right side damage, actually a good chunk of right side damage, so maybe he was the one that instigated that whole field checkup thing. I don't know, but yeah, we're P6. It was very simple enough. Didn't take us too long to catch up to Jeff Gordon, to the inside of him. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Again, Matt Kent is having a very impressive run. His AI typically isn't always just running top 5, so I'm sort of surprised by his consistency. If that continues, then he might just be a top 5 driver in points to worry about the whole season, which would be pretty neat. That's very unusual. Same with Bill Elliott. He's just been running really good. But yeah, we're there. Gonna get to the inside of him here. He's not gonna be able to hold us off for too long. Kind of nudged him a little bit, but yeah, P2, and it might take us a little bit to run Dale Jr. down, who had a horrific start to the season after Daytona. So try to make it up in this race, which, you know, I appreciate it, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to be in the lead, because we'll eventually run him down. Oh, right side damage. Of course, couldn't go a race without it. The dirty air kind of pushed the car up a little bit. So, yeah, take that, Mamba Smith on X, for trying to gaslight fans into thinking, like, dirty air didn't exist or something. Like, that his argument, like, I don't know. It was stupid. Anyways, Dale Jr.'s trying to block, but it's not going to work. We'll get to the inside of him, no problem. He put up a tiny bit of a fight. It took a couple laps for us to get the lead, but, you know, we were like 1.3 behind him. But, you know, we eventually got by him. And now we just have to build up that gap until we pit on lap 16, and hopefully our picker doesn't do terrible and we can maintain the gap and then win the race very effortlessly. But we got to first build up that gap. Oh yeah, the Mama Smith thing. So yeah, he just trying to gaslight people on Twitter of the debate, or I guess the small minority of people complaining that dirty air had not existed, which I don't know where that was being said, because no one's ever said that never existed in the 90s and 2000. And then he showed the clip of drivers complaining about it in like 2002. But the point is, it's much more prevalent and feels like a lot worse than right now than what it was back then. And I think that's a pretty understandable take. But nope, he decided to straw man and gaslight people all at the same time. So big props to him for working at Fox, having a big influence, and being stupid and treating the fan base like a bunch of dwindling freaking cave dwellers, and responding to the worst possible people. Smart. I would have just ignored it, but, you know, he just wants to be stupid. I'm pitting this lap. I think Dale Jr. pitted, so he's doing an undercut, which is smart. But otherwise, we're in pretty good hand with this, so, yeah, as long as the picker just do the bare minimum, we should be fine.
They can't make any mistakes here. It'll be a routine 4-tire change. They'll also put in 2 cans of gas, 4 tires of gas on this.
61 was the estimated time. Picker get a 15.6, so they do what they needed to. Perfect. And now we'll just be out and away and wait to see where the cycles is out at. I'm assuming it's going to be in the lead like before, but yeah. I don't know what really to say. I mean, this is just, it's kind of getting disgusting, and I think that that's going to continue at Darlington. It may change when we go to maybe Bristol and Martinsville, if we just get unlucky with the caution coming out at the wrong time, but that may not really happen, so I don't know. But yeah, just gotta wait for this to cycle through. The leader hasn't pitted yet, so we're just waiting. That's probably the bonding for position. I just left Pet Road. That's probably for P2 possibly. So, yeah, we're looking good. They finally went down Pit Road. It took a little bit longer than normal, which is slightly interesting. From the one practice race I did, they pitted, like, maybe the last lap was like maybe lap 18. So it's interesting they stayed out to lap 20. Or 19, I don't know. But either way, we're in the lead. We're fine. Now we just got to build up that gap and see if we get in the top 10 biggest intervals of all time for this series of races and games that we're doing. So I want to try hard as much as I can to the end. White flags out. We've just hit lap traffic. Our lead 6.2 seconds. So I think we're like 1/10 away from matching, or at least getting to 10th in the all-time interval long list thing. Yeah. Definitely easier than Vegas, easier than Rockingham, shockingly, even though I'm just, this is like our biggest gap in the entire season. At Atlanta, of all tracks. I assure you, we're on Legends. Like, it can't go any higher. They're just really easy, apparently, on this. So, yeah, that's another dub. We continue our onslaught of destruction. And the lead is so big, I don't even think the leaderboard is actually to show it, because we got to do our annual, you know, spinny zippity-doos around the track, you know, spinning in front of the finish line, victory things. Even though I think the fans have probably been bored because I literally have won since Homestead at the end of last year. So imagine watching this and being like, wow, he's been winning races since November, and now it's like March. So I would imagine this is already annoying, but it's just going to continue. It's just going to continue. This is why in this universe they have a playoff format because of me. It's all my fault. That's the only explanation. That is the in-canon explanation. My dominance caused this. I like how the confetti just kind of disappears. That's just funny. I don't know. I'm scared to... Well, that's a nice trophy. That mouth looks like it's about to suck curtain. I don't know. I've ran out of things to discuss. That's a 7.2 second gap. That's a lot. Where does that put us in the interval thing? I gotta update this now. Alright, so I added that in. So that's 7.274. And oh boy, this is all a mess. Yeah, now it's all messed up. What? I don't know. How this is not in order. What fucking changed? How do I manage to mess this up? This is such a... Yeah, because none of this makes sense. Because there's one that's like 20 seconds on the top, but then freaking 1/10 of a second is above 13 seconds. That doesn't make any damn sense. So I don't freaking know what's going on. This is stupid. I don't understand why none of this is like in line. Like, this was fine before I added the other race in. Do I gotta like copy and paste all this every single freaking time? This is gonna be fucking tedious. That can't be right. I just want to show the freaking... I just want to see it in alphabetical order. That's all I want to do. No matter which one I click, it's not in order. None of this is in order. Okay. Well, that would put it somewhere 10th on all of this. But apparently, it just refuses to actually show it in numerical order. That just infuriates me because now it's not in alphabetical order. It's all messed up. I like, how? How? Oh my fucking god, man. I hate that I can't do the simplest of fucking shit. This is fun. Yep, gotta delete all that and copy and paste all of this that I just put in to freaking get this to work. That's just riveting. How I wish I knew how to do it. I wish it was a freaking easier way, but apparently not. I don't understand why this has to be a fucking project to do. No, it's still not in order. Yeah, 20 seconds is the top. That's where it should be. But then when we get to 1/10, it's like it goes back to 13 seconds. Like, how is this so wrong? Why are these way down here? But then, oh my god, oh my fucking god, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, gotta fucking look this up now. This doesn't help. Click data and select sort range. But that's what I did. That's what I fucking did. That doesn't sort sheet. But that... Oh my fucking god. I hate that so much. I just want to make this a little bit fucking fun because there's nothing of value of playing this so I keep winning. Why? Just why is this gotta be a problem? I just want to sort this in simple fucking terms. But no, apparently that's just too fucking complicated. Go to data, sort range, and advanced range. There's no advanced range. Come on. Okay, Okay, I had to click on it. Thank you for not telling me to highlight the thing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That would be nice to have. Select it. But that doesn't help. I just want to organize numbers. For God's sakes, I just want to organize numbers. This is exactly the same shit I had. Oh my fucking god. How does KG do it then? Fucking... Oh my god. This is gonna be the episode. Me trying to figure out how to sort fucking numbers. Select data has a header now. Okay. Now select ascending or descending order. There's no ascending or descending order. Is this it? No. Because now... What the fuck is this? That doesn't help at all. Now it just fucked up everything, because now Michigan is a 20-second gap, and then Infinion's one... Oh my god, I made it worse. Yeah, like me trying to actually... I just made it worse somehow. Well, I just want to change numbers, man. That's all I want to fucking do with this shit. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this is even that big of a fucking problem. No, that didn't fix anything. Oh my god. Just want to make this a little bit fucking fun. It has to turn into a big fucking ordeal to do the simplest of shit of organizing numbers. Yes, I know this. Sort range. I get that. I totally get it. I've been there. Is it that? Please fucking God, let that be that. No, it's not. Because the numbers aren't in order still. It's all fucking random. Unless it's... sort range, then that, and then that, and then this? Is that it? No, because it's not in order. How is 1 second fast? How is 1 higher than 6? Oh my god, this is such a fucking nightmare. How is 6 seconds, 6.3 higher, or I guess lower than 1? How is that? No, that makes no sense. I just want to organize the numbers, for God's sakes, game. Whatever this is. This is going to drive me fucking insane. This absolutely fucking will. There's no reason for this to be that big of a fucking problem. Amazing. Google Sheets, a complicated fucking thing that could do a lot of shit. But, oh god, if you want to sort numbers from 1 to 10, oh my god, it just can't comprehend it. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll have to fucking watch a YouTube video because I can't fucking understand this. I'm too fucking stupid.
And when you're ready, hit sort. It will now sort by that column and then keep all the data across.
That's what I fucking did. I guess just the decibels are it just breaks it. It's too complicated. 1.287 is it just breaks everything. I guess and the decibel it can't handle that. I guess it just has to be super fucking blunt numbers, but that doesn't work because it's a fucking NASCAR. There's intervals. Intervals don't end in even flat numbers. Because there's no one, and there's never a racing series on planet fucking Earth that every race ends with a person winning by exactly 1 second flat, or 2 seconds flat, or whatever. No. There needs to be decibels, and apparently it just can't handle it. So, I guess I just gotta write this down by hand and organize it like that, so that's gonna take me another, 2 hours to fucking do all that shit and organize it. So thanks. Thanks, Sheets, for being a piece of shit. That's exactly what the fuck I did. It's exactly what the fuck I did. How... It's like it's gotten worse since I started doing this. I swear to God, when I first set this up, it actually put everything in order accordingly. Now it just broke everything. Because this is not in order. In any freaking capacity. So, doing all this, it took me maybe 2 hours to gather all the things. Because I had it on a piece of fucking paper. And then I threw it on here. Because I thought, this would be easier. I could have just done it all through here and just made it easier. But I just whatever. That's like a good hour and a half wasted on all this for no reason. Thanks. Because apparently Google Sheets just cannot just sort numbers with if there's a fucking decimal in it. That's great. Good to know. That's real great. I'm glad I wasted all this fucking time for nothing. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Fucking wasting my fucking time on all this bunch of bullshit when it doesn't even matter. I don't even know why I'm doing this again, because it's just gonna be the same exact results. But at least we're gonna, I don't know, I'll just have to fucking write it down by hand, because apparently us computers in this day and age just can't understand sorting by decibels. It's just, oh my god, or by dots or whatever. It's just nonsense. I'm just expecting too much. Bill Gates, you failed me. Yeah, because I sort that and it breaks everything. So, yeah, I'll have to figure that out another time because this is too complicated. I'm done. I spent like fucking a half hour on this just about. Well, 25 minutes, but like this is stupid. Anyways, ranting aside, fucking 25 minutes of that shit. We won Atlanta. That's somewhere in the top 10 biggest margin of victories on this entire thing. And I can't properly decode that unless I fucking put it in editing for my own personal use, because apparently what I was asking for Google Sheets to do was just too complicated. But we led the most laps. We did great. That was the one thing I was looking forward to freaking doing as something fun to do, and I guess it just has to be just a couple of extra steps fucking harder, which is great. Dale Jr. led a good amount of laps and just decided to fall apart at the end. Bill Elliott got 5th. That's actually impressive. Good for him. He didn't even lead a lap, which is even more sad. But yeah, it was a good race. I don't know if I would deem that good because we just dominated, but good in the sense that our margin of victory is impressive as all hell. And only Jimmy John DNF'd, and we lapped a couple people. Rusty Wallace as well, but maybe he blew up because I don't remember even passing him. So I don't know what happened with him, but we lapped up to 36. Mark Martin 36. What? Why was he back there? I'm even more confused on that. Okay, his bad season continues. I don't know. I'm done. We got Darlington next. It's an infamous race in real life, but it won't be infamous in this game because we'll just win again. So yeah, this game, as legendary as it is piss easy in season mode. I mean, embarrassingly so. But at least we got the most laps led in the lap champion category finally, by 9 laps over Junior. So hooray to that. Dale Jr. Ran well, so he's moving up in points. Stewart moves up to 2nd. Bill Elliott drops to 6th. But yeah, Junior 9th, Newman 10th. They both been steadily moving up in the points at like the same rate. Poor Mark Martin's having a hellacious year already, being 22nd. That's gross. Anyways, we're done. I'm tired of ranting. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters: Dave from Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Mexican League 19.6, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate you guys do for my channel every single month. It's always appreciated. Always goes a long ways. So just thank you as always what you guys do. I'll see you all next episode. Post editor would have may have put in the text of the top 10 highest interval finishes or something just to look at, because we're never gonna have that unless I download Excel, which apparently I don't have somehow. I don't know. I was searching on my computer and apparently that doesn't exist. So that's another mystery of why Excel isn't there, because isn't that like a Microsoft thing? Doesn't that come with the PC? I don't know, but apparently mine does not have that, which is weird. I can't explain it. So unless I gotta scour the freaking dark web to figure out the basics of just sorting numbers, but Jesus Christ almighty, that did not need to be that complicated. Paint scheme, we're going with the Sharpie 1, Sharpie 4. That's a nice looking paint scheme. That won in real life, so we'll win it in Darlington too, unlike what Kurt did. So we're going to right all the wrongs to that. Anyways, I'm done. See you all later, and have a good day. So many hours later, I figured out what to do. Apparently, you can't add a dot or a comma because it just breaks the organization. So, yeah, this was like another 2 hours figuring that out. So I don't know how many hours I actually ended up wasting on this. Maybe it's not exactly 4 hours, but it's like 2.5 hours figuring this out. So yeah, what I learned is that Google Sheets cannot organize numbers with dots or commas. It just refuses to do it. But if you just do flat numbers like this, then yeah, it can do it. But this just looks dirty as shit, because it's not. I didn't win a race by 20,490. I won by 20 seconds. So it can't comprehend the dots or commas. So that's embarrassing for something as advanced as this is. Or, I don't know. I didn't know commas or periods just broke an entire spreadsheet, but apparently it does. So yeah, hours of figuring this out. Atlanta that we just ran was 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th on the interval. So that's impressive. First time this game has reached the top 10 in the interval thing. So yeah, that's all I wanted to do. That's literally all I wanted to do was just show the numbers. And apparently that was just too hard or too complicated for the program to show. Because I don't know. I'm boggled that freaking commas, dots, periods, whatever. It's just unable to organize it. And I've gotten to format, I've gone to number, and there's nothing here. It's just number percent scientific, and that's not anything that I wanted. Not even in accounting, not in financial, not in currency. There's apparently a dot or a comma. It's never ever heard of it. So instead of saying like 5,430, it's just 5,242. That's it. I guess I was just told wrong in school of commas, because it's just nonsense. Absolutely nonsense that this was this big of an issue, this big of a complicated process for really no reason. So yeah, hours later I figured it out, and I'm pissed still. So yeah, I got no explanation for this other than just pure stupidity. I didn't know. It just looks wrong. It just looks wrong. It just looks clutty. Clutty? What does that mean? How can numbers be slutty? I was about to say that. It just looks unorganized. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. I'm just annoyed.